Okay, for most, graduation week, and for many, it's an occasion that brings extended family together. Well, at times that can also bring conflict into the mix, either renewed or new. Joining us today with some important tips on how and what to avoid, Ashley Virtue from the locally based National Conflict Resolution Center. And I guess really the secret is address these issues before they happen. In other words, think about this before family even arrives.
Absolutely. I mean, summertime is a wonderful time and there's a lot of opportunity for family to be together. But the more you can be aware of and prepare yourself for, especially family members that you know may trigger you, the greater chance you're going to have a very peaceful and exciting and fun time together.
Okay, this first tip. This has been with us literally forever, the generation or communications gap, but there's some new twists now with technology.
There sure are. So really be aware of the generational gaps. And what I mean by that is, let's say that you have perhaps a conflict with one of your parents or an in-law. And maybe if you are someone who's in their 20s or their 30s, you have grown up communicating via words, digitally. You've grown up communicating via email, apps or texting, but your parent or your in-laws may not be used to that form of communication. And so as much as it works for you to be able to kind of get your point across that way, understand it doesn't work for everyone and you have to meet in the middle there a little bit.
So you suggest even taking the initiative. Okay, rather than going digital, go ahead and make the phone call or reach out to them and communicate the old-fashioned way.
Certainly, and or understand if they call you, it's not that they're trying to push back, it's what they're used to, just like you're asking them to be used to your way.
And then interacting face to face. Think and breathe before you open your mouth.
Absolutely. I mean, this is one of those basic tenets of communication and conflict resolution that we all know and hear, but it's so hard to do when you're in the moment. And when you are triggered, if you don't take that time, that breath and that pause, you may say something you regret later. And so it's a second, but it really matters. Take a breath, take a second to think before you respond. It can go a long way.
And it takes the emotion out of that moment too.
A little bit, yeah, it sure does.
And try to understand the other person's position. I mean, literally, wear their shoes for a second. There may be a lot more going on than what they're saying. Don't just react to that.
Exactly. This is hard to do, but sometimes what's really important is that you hear what the other person's saying. It might sound like a complaint to you. And we're used to responding to complaints. Our defense mechanisms go up. That's what our brain tells us to do. But if instead you can really try to listen to what they're asking for, it's much more helpful.
And last, be a good role model. Set the example. You be the calming influence around the table.
If all else fails and you and that other person just aren't getting along, remember there's other people there at the party. You can still create a great energy for the rest of the group.
Ashley, thank you. Those are all good things, and better we practice.
Good luck. Yes, thank you.
All right, back to you two.
All right, thanks everybody for watching.
Enjoy this weather. Have a great day. We'll see you right back here at 4 o'clock.